Hey everybody, here we are back at the seaside. Absolutely glorious morning here, zooming in to see what's on in Lyme Bay today. I got slightly distracted by this absolutely gorgeous cormorant just flapping his wings, had his breakfast. Been watching him diving down, catching a few small fish, but here we go out to the Severine. Interesting situation developing with this boat and another boat, which I'll show you towards the end of the clip today. The Severine is at anchor, all right, just off the coast, probably 2 or 3 miles off in Lyme Bay, having a rest over perhaps, or perhaps something more sinister is afoot. We will see. I'm just examining the front of the boat there to try and catch the name. I couldn't quite see it with the haze and the salt and everything. Not a particularly clear morning, but there she is. 152 meters of her gross tonnage, 16,342. So that's the internal volume. And I popped down slightly later when once the rain had passed and it was a bit clearer to get the back view of the Maltese Severine. And you can see on the top there the escape pod right by the bridge. So if the boat starts to go down, if there's any problems, they can literally jump into that little orange capsule and it shoots off the back, and hopefully everyone's okay. So here's a closer look at the back of the ship. You can see what looks like kind of a drawbridge on the back, which can drop down to deploy the cargo. I guess if they're going into a port where they don't have a big crane system, then that's a nice option. Coming across here, I spotted an absolute behemoth of a boat. There it is, it's Liberian. The name of this one is the Navios Unison. Alright, coming down from Antwerp on its way to Tangier in Morocco. Absolute massive boat, gross tonnage 113,412. Absolute monster. You can see the track there coming across from Antwerp down the English Channel, and currently just drifting off Berryhead, heading out into the wind. Going quite slowly, I think probably having a little rest over period or something like that. There's a little fishing boat which wasn't showing up on marine traffic. But at this point I looked to my left and I spotted right on the horizon another boat heading in. So I zoomed in to have a little look at that, and I went onto the marine traffic and discovered it was another Maltese boat coming in quick, and they have moored up next to each other, side by side, pretty close together. Alright, this is a slightly bigger boat. Its name was the Vespertine. It's 195 meters. They look almost identical as boats, but one is 30-40 meters bigger than the other. Gross tonnage to 25,593. And there they are to compare them. So here we can see the track of the Vespertine coming across from Rotterdam, I believe. And here, side by side, shows the projected courses of the two boats. One goes down to Santander in Spain, and the other one is due to go to Portugal. Why they are meeting up, and why the second vessel, the Vespertine, chooses to do this funny little track back up the channel and then the loop, I have no idea. What they're doing next to each other here in the bay is a mystery, guys. You saw it here first. Maybe there's some kind of dodgy deal going on. Who knows?